Welcome to the Important Questions Podcast, the only show where the intro is still generated by a human. My name is Dave, and I'm here with the Acolytes of Knowledge, Smitty, Scott, and Rico. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yo.
That's right. Human-generated intro sentences, and that's only because ChatGPT could not give me a good intro sentence earlier this afternoon when I tried to get it to generate one for me. It tried, but they're just they don't fit the vibe. So, but honestly, neither do I. So, what are you gonna do?
We're going to let you keep doing the show.
Yeah, I'm just going to flubber around here for a while. This is the show that answers life's most important fucking questions.
Keep going,
Dave.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there. There. There's 4 of us, and there are 4 questions for the show. And special mid-show segment this week for you all. We got a Funny or Dumb, which is a listener submission, which I am very excited. Obviously, I've already read it. The 3 of you have not seen it, and I am very excited to share that with you guys.
I'm stoked. It's going to
Are
be
we
great.
having
I'm pretty goddamn
Rico?
pumped.
Do
It's
you
gonna be
have
funny
any
or
beef
dumb.
with the editor this week?
I have no beef because I haven't listened to episode 5, which is 2 episodes behind.
Mid-show segment's been done already. Canceled.
He just wanted to have something to say once.
Yeah.
Now he's not going to listen to the show anymore.
We're going to be
I'll
like
have more, I
60
promise.
episodes in, and then he's going to have comments on episode 6.
Yeah, that's
There we go.
pretty accurate.
So before we rolled on into this intro here, we kind of briefly sample our questions here. Scott, you said something along the lines of, I have a joke-ass question.
Yeah.
And I would like to start on a lighthearted note here. So what you got?
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. I'm not even going to give context. Would you guys fuck an alien? That's my important question.
No, I don't want my dick to get some sort of space disease.
You can still wear condoms, man. You can still wrap it up.
Bro, you have no idea what sort of juices are marinating inside whatever orifice I'm supposed to put my junk in.
Yeah, but a
Might
condom
eat
would
through the
protect you.
condom. Yeah, okay.
Would it protect you if it had like what if an alien pussy has like teeth? Would a
Ugh.
condom protect you then?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, right.
Not one of the ultra thins. You got to get one of the thicker ones.
Yeah, okay. The
Just
chainmail ones.
like actually saran wrap your dick before putting it in.
That depends on the alien and also my current relationship status. We're just gonna assume for this one that I'm not married and seeing anyone,
Yes.
so that way it's all clean and whatnot. Sorry to my wife who's listening to this in advance.
Your
It
wife
depends on the
give
alien,
you
Scott.
like the your
Only
wife
with
can
their
give you the
mouth.
pass for an alien.
I
That's it.
felt like this was a necessary question to ask because you guys are all married. And I know that it would probably just result in all 3 of you guys just saying no immediately, and that would probably be the end of the question. But I'm curious to see. I don't even want to like give you any context or like try and think of any examples of aliens. I want you guys to do like literally all of this. Carry
So,
the
like,
show for me.
The okay, to maintain an erection of some description, I have to be like the alien's got to be kind of hot, right?
Oh yeah.
It can't just be like
What?
it can't just be like some sort of humanoid creature that has just like tits as far as like every exposed inch of skin is titties. It has to be like remotely
sounds kinda
human
nice.
looking.
Yeah.
Because I have no inclination to fuck anything except humans.
that
So
you know of.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I
I've
mean,
seen enough weird shit on the internet that I've not wanted to fuck. So
I disagree with the fact that something has to be hot for you to achieve a boner.
okay.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that.
Go
You could totally just you can get a boner and just fucking use it, dude.
I've never had a curiosity boner.
I don't
That's on
think
you.
I have either. Is that a thing?
I wonder if my dick
Today
got
it is.
hard.
I wonder what it would feel like to fuck that thing. Hence, now I'm hard.
Just a curiosity boner in just in the barest sense of the term is so weird. Like, why is the sky blue? Oh God.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna fuck the sky.
Why not?
Would you
It's
fuck
too-
this guy?
It's too
Thinking too
big,
small, man.
and yeah, I mean, I'd just be jerking off in the sky.
That sounds
That's
awesome.
fucking this guy.
It's pretty dope.
So I picture like the oblong gray, like like Roswell, New Mexico aliens. That's
Yeah.
the first thing that I think of. And no, I would not fuck that.
Same.
Okay. What about a Klingon? Would you fuck a Klingon?
I'm not a Star Trek fan.
All
What
Yeah.
do they look like?
But
Yeah,
yes,
I don't know.
It's the guy from the Next Generation who's got the ridges on his forehead. But imagine a woman or a man if you
I
want to
don't-
fuck a male.
I mean,
Klingon,
that's pretty humanoid.
Yeah,
it's pretty humanoid, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like most of the stuff that you get from like Star Wars and Star Trek is obviously supposed to be like inherently humanoid for a reason. I don't think they make it to where it's like, bet you want to fuck this thing, except
Would you
for
fuck Newt Gunray?
except
would
for
Would you fuck what is it? Glup Shido?
in Star Wars the race, what are they, Twi'leks, I think they're called, the ones with like the head tails. They're
Don't
like
they have 4 titties?
they're like always sex slaves in the show. It's like, am I supposed to be attracted to that? Are you guys trying to make me attracted to that?
Why is there a whole race of aliens that's just subjugated for carnal relations? That's fucked up.
I don't know, but if I saw one, I'd be like, maybe I gotta take it for a test drive and just figure it out.
I would say that's got to be due to the society of that specific alien, Smitty. It's like you only see the ones that are sex slaves, but you got to know that there's leaders on that planet that are just like, we can make a fuck ton of money selling these across the galaxy as sex slaves.
That's somehow worse.
So you only see the sex slaves, but there's more behind it.
So there's a whole society that's selling their own species into sexual slavery.
Yeah,
That's right.
Cool, man. Very
Yeah.
cool.
My inner Star
Thanks,
Wars
George
nerd,
Lucas.
as I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt, I don't think that's how it is, but I mean, we can roll with it.
There's probably
It's
some
canon
sort of
now,
like
buddy.
Twi'lek Epstein, whatever his fucking name is. He's been dead for too long. I don't give a shit. Whatever.
Did you guys watch the Orville with Seth MacFarlane, his show?
I watched
No.
the pilot of
Never
that
heard of
like
it.
6 years ago.
They had there's an alien that was voiced by Norm Macdonald, rest in peace, and he's basically just like a pile of goo. But he like there's some other kind of alien that emitted like these pheromones that made you want to fuck him, and it was played by Rob Lowe, and apparently he touched the puddle of goo, and the Norm Macdonald alien wanted to like have sex with this like human person, and she was like totally detested until he had that like pheromone in there. And it was fucked up because he like turns into a puddle and she's like swimming in him. It was fucking weird.
I feel like there was a guy from Star Trek Deep Space Nine who oh yeah, it was Odo. He turned into a bucket and like he would just be like a bucket of like slime or something.
He turned
Whatever.
into a bucket.
Somebody will get that reference. Who's watched Deep Space Nine other than me?
Mm-mm.
Odo?
Why?
Whatever.
Rico, you've been pretty quiet. What would it take for you to fuck an alien, buddy?
If they ask me nicely,
Yeah, consent, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
May we fuck?
Yeah.
They
I don't know if they,
sped
if they
light
took
years
me
over
out
here
and-
are still patient enough.
Mhm, pretty much. Yeah,
They've been
Kinda
in
feel
fucking
obligated.
hypersleep for fucking years. One of those like sub-frozen states. They come back to life. Like no one wants to fuck. Shit.
I feel like fucking a human dude.
Oh man,
What-
they,
what
they
kind
just
of-
keep like traveling from planet to planet, and like I don't know,
Trying to get pussy.
just like too
Or their
ugly.
equivalent of
For as
pussy.
big as the universe is, and like the theoretical possibility that there's actually aliens out there and intelligent ones, what do you think of the possibility that there is just like a hypersexual alien race where their one goal is to fuck everything in the solar system? Or no,
like a-
fuck the universe.
It'd be like a bunch of like it sounds like a bunch of like fucking frat boys. They just like
Yeah,
drive around in
right.
like shitty cars, blasting like the dumbest music, thinking they're hot shit.
It's Earth.
Yeah,
It's us. We're those.
It would be
aliens.
us. It fucking would be
yeah,
us.
it probably would be.
It's just Beavis and Butthead, but aliens, and they're just trying to score on every single planet.
It fucking rules, dude.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
probably have like a
There we go.
checkbox in their ship. They're like, yeah, we can check one off that list. We got one of those guys.
I mean, it's really nice that in this
Pokemon.
extremely hypothetical scenario that we're admitting that they ask for consent on every planet.
Now,
They're douchey frat bros, but
That's
they're
true.
always asking consent. I love that.
now imagine them going to Earth and they're like talking to like a field cow. They're like, hey, You want to?
They get out their little machine that like translates
Yeah.
like how it moves.
Their
And they're like,
genitals.
all right, my bad, my
to your
bad.
cow genitals.
Rico, what kind of date would they have to take you out on? I'm curious.
Like a movie.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's
taking
not
out
even like a good date,
John
dude.
Wick
'Cause
4 or something.
you can't talk like during a movie.
Who wants
Well-
to talk on a date?
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's going to be a language barrier that
You've-
prevents you from talking anyways.
You've listened to me on this podcast, right? I don't want to talk.
You also don't talk.
Rico just
They have
wants
their
to
Rico
fuck.
translators so they can translate.
This dude wants to fucking plow.
The
It
alien's
reached
starting to get a little uncomfortable
60
'cause
decibels.
He like can sense the pheromone change. Damn, this guy's really aroused. I don't like this.
All it's going to take is 2 tickets to John Wick 4.
Mhm.
That'll be $40.
Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah, it is.
But aliens don't have
Um,
any concept of money, so they're like, "Oh, that must be a good deal."
And
'Cause
maybe
people
they've
are still
studied.
paying for
It's
it.
true.
Yeah, maybe they've studied us for a while. Who knows?
What if you had to explain money to an alien before you could fuck the alien? Like the concept of currency.
That sounds like it's dangerously close to prostitution.
You think
but
they
what is
traveled
dating,
all the
though?
way to Earth to fuck and they don't have their own form of currency?
There's a lot of different ways
Hmm.
that societies run.
I mean, all of them at least, like, if not currency, then some sort of like trade merchant barter system, right?
Sure. But also, like, what if? So, like, I'm reading a sci-fi book right now, where this species of alien will like save other species throughout the universe, and the only thing that they get out of it is that they like take some of the genetic material from the species they save, so they can like make their species last longer.
Hmm.
Like it's like a completely like there's no hierarchy at all in the alien species. There's no currency as far as I know. I'm not that far into the book, so whatever. But anyway,
I think it would be weird to have like an alien give you like a bunch of again alien shit, like weird stuff, and as a proposal to have sex with you. I'd be like, what am I supposed to do with this?
here's this big metal thing, and then you touch it and you get cancer instantly.
Yeah.
You guys ever read Roadside Picnic by
Mm-mm.
Never
what's
heard
that
of
guy's
it.
fucking name? No, you guys ever heard of it? It's what
Nope.
the game
Feels so
the
uncultured.
Stalker games are based on.
Never heard of the Stalker games.
Yeah, me
Oh,
either.
guys, god damn it.
Getting deeper
Okay,
into the rabbit
so-
hole, bud.
Yeah.
So Roadside Picnic was written by a Russian guy. It's about aliens came to Earth and they just basically left their garbage. Like they don't like explain what happened other than like the aliens just jettisoned a bunch of just trash on our planet. That trash is like insanely like powerful and mysterious and nobody knows what it does. Like this guy touches something and it gives his entire bloodline like cancer.
Ouch.
It's very bizarre. So like aliens probably have no idea like what their shit would do to humans.
I'm sure their pussies are safe. I'm sure there's at least one.
Probably, yeah.
All things considered, yeah, it's probably safe.
There's at least one safe alien pussy out there.
You try to fondle an alien tit and your hand melts because it's just acid on their skin.
Or it's like a hologram and you just reach right through it
There you
with
go.
like a gaseous body.
So how do you fuck a gaseous body?
Well, you just said you jerk off in the sky, so I'm assuming it's just the same thing. You just jack off and it would stand around you.
They fuck you, actually. They
You
just
need the
go
the
into
adapter.
your body.
You need the
You
adapter.
need,
Smitty.
need a dongle.
Yeah.
A dong dongle.
You have to
Human
trade to get
alien
one, though.
genital adapters.
Yeah.
It's coming.
You got to trade with a few other ones in order to get that adapter.
Just
Fucking go to
600
Space
million
Best Buy.
different kinds of adapters that you can add to your own dick for various alien pleasures.
And you'd have to store them all in your fucking end table right next to your bed. And that one little drawer that they give you.
Hmm.
Let's see. I got one for this one. I got one for the. I'm sorry. We can't happen
mean-
tonight.
Is that so far fetched an idea of like genital adapters, if there is alien life out there, it can't be that far behind. Rico, you look scared.
I don't know. I don't want to think about this world.
Yeah,
Sounds terrible.
to be honest with you, the disgust was more when I just heard the word genital adapters. But then when you said with aliens, I was like, oh, okay.
Well, like you get those blue alien cat things from the Avatar movies. The dick adapter for yourself would be whatever would plug into their hair, right?
That's right.
I saw that movie
Mhm.
like 17 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
But is that necessarily what sex is with them? Because they connect it to like animals and shit too.
I'll email James Cameron after this. To figure it out.
James Cameron
Sure,
at
he'll get back
AOL.com.
James Cameron 1 at AOL.
I wonder how many messages he got about that kind of shit.
I bet they all just go right to the trash. There's probably
Yeah.
like keyword set up, so it's like if you mention anything about it, it just immediately gets dumped.
He's got an
Hey,
assistant.
Avatar 1 was still made in the day of physical snail mail, Smitty. He could
Yeah.
have been getting letters to the house.
He's
When
got
was
an
Avatar
assistant.
1 made? Was that like 2010, 11?
2009?
Something like that.
2010-ish?
He probably had like an assistant that had to like sort through it. He's like, here's a big bag of mail. She's like, actually, pretty much all of it was about their genitals today.
Damn, it was 2009. Shit.
Ooh, lucky guess. Lucky guess. Are you fucking satisfied?
Yeah, baby, that's pretty good.
All right. I think all of us are a solid maybe, except for Rico. who's
Yeah,
a
I was gonna
solid
say, I don't
yes.
know. I don't know if you guys all officially answered, but yeah.
Wait, Scott, you didn't answer
I'm
your
a
own
solid.
question, did you?
I didn't answer.
Honest to God, I'm a solid no. I don't want to fuck with that shit, dog. I don't want to get like, I don't want to accidentally get like scales implanted on my lower half of my body because I fucked an alien wrong. Because also you could probably you can definitely
All right.
like have sex with a person right and incorrectly, right? So
Yeah, then you grow scales.
yeah, there are definitely probably a billion ways you could misfuck an alien.
Could be.
Yeah.
I'm okay at human fucking. I don't want to branch out yet.
I'm a firm maybe. I guess it depends on what it looks like. If I get it up, I get it up.
Yeah. Do we have a connection? Do we, is it
Yeah. Is it going to call me afterwards? Like, does it care about me?
right? Do our
Yeah.
brains link before our genitals link,
Yeah.
I feel like if you
that's what
fucked an
matters.
alien, you'd be able to start a cult so easily. Like you'd be like the dude that fucked an alien, and everyone would follow you.
I wouldn't want
How-
that because I don't want people following me.
You'd have to record it though, and then
That's
you're making pornography.
True.
And in this day and age, anyone could fucking fake a video of fucking an alien. Everyone's got it now.
So then you have to
I
whip
didn't
out
think
your
this all the
like
way through.
scaly ass dick too, and be like, "Look what happened to my penis.
You could fake that too.
Yeah.
It looks like a turtle shell. Why is that?"
You pull it out for first
That's just a
contact
foreskin
It is a
video
visual.
proof, and then you got like the weird dude from what's that show on the History Channel, like Ancient Aliens. He's like, no, this is totally fake. You got a bunch of nerds just fucking analyzing it, analyzing my alien porn.
Are you still satisfied?
Yeah, and less so, but yeah.
It's funny how there's a very like steep incline to where you're just like, I'm happy with the question, and then you say you're satisfied, and if it keeps going, you become less satisfied.
Yeah.
If it ended on a good note.
It mostly just was because I kept talking, but yeah, I get that.
Wait, we got to move on quick before Scott gets completely unsatisfied.
Too
Dave,
late.
what's your question?
Womp womp.
All right, my question this week. I must first start my question with a preface that I do not condone violent crime.
But he was at the airport.
Sure, buddy.
That
I
is
don't
my
condone
preface.
violent crime, but
Only
I was
for
at the
comedic
airport.
purposes.
And my second preface, white collar crime on a low basis, like stealing time from your company, super cool, and
Fuck
you
yeah.
should do that. I
Fuck
do condone
yes.
that sort of
Absolutely.
crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steal office supplies, steal furniture if there's no cameras.
Steal from Walmart.
Hell
Steal from
fucking
Walmart.
yes. Now I can get into my background. Now that I've prefaced those two things.
2 prefaces and some background first.
Yes,
We
very
don't
important.
love
support
it.
crime. Fucking steal.
Violent crime is not.
Oh, yeah,
cool.
that's right. I'm sorry.
Violent crime. Yeah, that's right. So I was on the interstate about 2 weeks ago, and there were those digital signs that are over the interstate that occasionally go off if there's construction issues or if there's an accident ahead. They kind of flag that. The entire state of Colorado this particular day had a what the fuck? I forget what you call the alert, but essentially it was saying,
alert?
look for this specific truck
Yeah.
with this specific license plate. And they said, if you see this truck with this plate, call 911.
Was it your license plate?
No, it was not my license plate. But if it was, and here's where we get into my question here. If I saw all around the fucking state that there were signs saying, look out for this truck with this plate, and I think it was a Ford F-150 that was white. So it's a very, very, very generic truck.
Yeah.
I would just swap the plates, and then no one's gonna fucking know it's you. No one in the goddamn world is gonna identify an F-150 that's white because there's 160,000 of them on the road at any given time.
I feel like
Agreed.
there's like, even if you didn't swap the plate, unless you're right in front of that fucking sign, you're not going to know that's what the truck was. Like, so many
Yeah,
people have like
right.
their attention is so hyperactive. They'd be like, what the fuck was the license plate? Like, there's a white F-150 right there, but how do I know? I don't want to turn in the wrong person. Nobody's going to fucking call.
And
I would
even if
just
you
get off
see
the
it,
highway.
even if you see it like 20 times, you're gonna be unsure about like one letter or one number.
Yeah.
It's like, was that a C or a T in the plate that we were supposed to look out for, honey?
God, it would
Wait.
suck.
Anyways,
It would
Hold on.
suck to have a license plate one number off from that same dude with the
Yeah.
same model truck.
yes, it fucking would.
I've been pulled over 8 times today.
So what's the question here?
I'm getting to it, Smitty.
Okay.
That's background appendix 1.
I thought I had missed it for a second. I was just like, did
Now I need to
black
jump into
out?
6 more prefaces.
Okay.
No, we're
Build
good.
that context. World build, Dave. Come on.
No, so that's the context, and I thought in my head I would just switch my license plate. I have old plates from my old car in my garage. I would just keep those around. So my question this week is, do you think you'd be a better criminal than most criminals?
Probably.
So you hear stories all the
Probably.
fucking time about criminals that are just fucking dumb.
Like, you ever watch like any of the like the cop shows or like Live PD or whatever, and you see like the people that have like a shit ton of drugs in their car? They're like the people that like roll through stop signs or like can't drive straight, or they're like blowing red lights and shit. It's like, why wouldn't you just fucking drive normally?
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, appear as not suspicious as humanly possible.
Right.
I mean, to be fair to them, they're also probably on drugs, so they're probably not paying attention very well.
True, but
That's why they're blowing through stop signs. But
Hmm.
I might be a better criminal than most people just because I'm not totally stupid
Right.
most of the
Like
time.
when you think about robberies, assaults,
all
murders,
criminals
any
are
of that shit.
stupid.
Well, like a lot of them. Well, like how many criminals like go out? Like, there's a pretty big difference between like first degree murder and third degree murder, right? Like third degree, you don't really know the guy who just killed him. First degree,
Yeah.
you knew the guy and you did it on purpose.
I didn't even know the
Something like that.
difference between the two.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the difference. I'm not a lawyer.
And
so don't
isn't
quote me,
second
but-
degree like you meant to kill someone, but then you also killed someone else in the process or some shit?
I thought that was manslaughter.
Maybe that's manslaughter. I don't
Maybe.
fucking know.
This is
Those-
not a true
Those are
crime
violent crimes.
podcast.
Those don't count anyway. So,
That's true.
but like a lot of like drug related, like somebody who ends up being like a meth cook or something, they are not Walter White. They are not fucking a smart person. They're just mixing chemicals together in a bathtub, and they make like crank, and then they have at least a little bit of a hierarchy so they can kind of distribute it. That's like how cartels work too. Is like it's a lot of kind of like dumb people for the most part, but there's at least like some of those dumb people have power so they can kind of keep things running.
Hmm.
Hence why like cartels can like pay off the cops or pay off the military or whatever if you're going to a different country.
I'd
And
venture there's at least a couple of smart people that are running that shit.
well, that's the thing though. It's like mostly dumb people probably, and then there's probably a couple of smart people who are also like kind of picking up the pieces if things go bad.
And also just like running things by fear.
Yeah, that too. But like you can't tell me that like a guy who is part of a cartel is a smart person. Like I don't know. It just that strikes me as like a dumb thing to do.
I don't know, man. They make a lot of fucking money
That's
from
true.
all the movies that I've seen about the cartel.
I mean, if you have a lot of money, obviously you're very smart. So
Hell yeah, dude. All those crypto bros,
yeah,
they're fucking
Elon's the
smartest
smartest
genius.
people
person
I've
on the
ever
planet.
seen.
All right.
I don't know, fucking whatever.
So yes,
Yes.
we would be smarter than criminals because we are smarter than most people that
I
turn
mean,
to a life of crime.
Aren't we all technically criminals in some way because we pirated music or fucking movies or whatever?
No,
Yeah,
I'm a
yourself
saint.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you use a VPN, you're smarter than most people who pirate media.
I just
So,
don't
I
picture the
guess.
FBI kicking my door down and be like, "You pirated this movie that already grossed this many billions of dollars, you scumbag." Like, all right.
I feel like that was like the meme in like the early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah.
Was
Mhm.
Metallica
wouldn't
was
download a
bitching about
car.
people pirating their albums,
Mhm.
and for some reason the thought in my head, and this might be another South Park reference, but Metallica just like flies a SWAT team in through somebody's window and arrests them.
I think that is a South Park reference.
It probably is.
They were probably looking at the metrics too, be like, why is nobody downloading Saint Anger even though it's free?
Could it be your drum, Lars?
Did
No,
you
it's
switch
not
out
that.
your snare for a garbage can? Fuck you, Lars.
God damn it. Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, that was quick, but I'm as satisfied as I'll ever fucking be.
Dave, there's room in this question for you to rant more about Metallica and Saint Anger if you'd like.
It's garbage. I hate it.
It's really
Are you satisfied?
pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I know I mentioned in the group chat this morning, the two worst songs of all time, Knocking on Heaven's Door by Guns N' Roses, I think takes number 1, and Saint Anger is number 2.
Is it just Axl Rose's voice that ruins it?
It's the voice and then the hey, like that I wanted to take a knife to my own fucking gut, dude. And for context for listeners, the reason why this came up today is because my neighbor, who this is fucking off topic, but whatever. My
Our
neighbor,
fucking whole podcast is off topic most of the
The
time.
reason
Who
why
gives a
this came
shit?
up today. Hey.
I'll fucking kill you and then myself. No, my neighbor was blaring it. And it was a nice day out today. It was like 75-ish out here. And a couple houses down from me, I was hearing this song within my own house. So I looked out the window.
Oh, that's insulting.
It was. I looked out the window, and it's a house that's across from me and 2 houses down to the right. I know this house because they have a Confederate flag hanging in their garage.
Is this the locally hated guy?
No, it's the guy
Classy.
next to the locally hated guy.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. You got to
It's the
move.
So
other
yeah-
locally hated guy.
But what makes this very ironic is the fact that he was dressed very homosexually.
What does that mean? Like ass
It
was
means he
chapped,
shouldn't
or
be
what?
flying a Confederate flag.
He's wearing
the
a shirt
two
that
the
says, "I'm
two
gay as
they
fuck."
clash.
He was wearing a transgender flag.
Maybe that's what it was. No, he was wearing fucking booty shorts, dude. He was washing his truck in his driveway, like almost as if he was doing a bikini car wash.
Yeah, he's Daisy Duking it.
He was Daisy Duking it, and I don't know. It's just it was a clash of. I just don't see someone who flies a Confederate flag doing that particular action and listening to that particular song, but everything in context, yeah, fucking hate it at all.
I don't
And
know,
that's
man.
why
Just
Axl Rose can suck my balls.
because he's wearing booty shorts doesn't mean he's gay. Hey.
Yeah, I'm
I just
fucking
wanted,
done with this
yeah,
topic.
I wanted to do that again.
Dave's so pissed.
Now I know his triggers.
Anyways, that's 2 questions deep into the show, which means it's time for
He-
that mid-show
he-
segment.
He.
This week, as I referenced earlier, very first edition of a listener-submitted Funny or Dumb.
Is it funny or is it dumb?
All right.
I'm gonna say dumb in advance.
So I already have my opinion. Like I said, I've read this. It was a text message that came through to our Google Voice line. And I'm not going to give my opinion because I already formed my opinion because I've already read the fucking question. So I'm going to
Wait.
let you guys go first.
This came in on the voice line?
No, it was a text.
No, it's a text.
Oh shit!
I know. I wish we could hear your voice. That would be fucking sweet, but it's a text message. He also didn't. He or she, probably he, didn't submit a name. So for anyone texting in the future, just drop a name, even if it's not a real fucking name. You could be like, "Hey, my name's fucking, Ken.
Glinko Stinko.
Glinko
Yes.
Stinko."
We would.
That way I could be like, "Hey, listen, Glinko."
We'd remember
but-
you.
But for this, I just have to be like, "All right, you." And
It's
just
Bo.
I don't know.
This is this guy.
it's
This is
not.
Glinko Stinko. This is the guy who dropped it.
All right,
So we
Glinko.
can hey, Glinko.
Glinko.
So
Mr.
Glinko says F or D, boys. He shortened it, abbreviated F or D.
Okay, classy.
Sometimes when stoned, I pull my butt cheeks apart and fart against the dryer so the sound reverberates through the house like a fecal symphony.
Oh,
It's fucking dumb. I was right.
funny as shit. Glinko Stinko, you're awesome. You're a little gross, a little fucked up, but that's fucking awesome. Why only when high? You can enjoy that when you're sober.
All right. So first of all, it's
Jesus.
fucking hilarious. But second of all, it's dumb because that dude is gonna get shit in his fucking vents, man.
What?
Wait, what?
No. How's he
Huh?
gonna get shit in his vents?
In the
He
dryer?
bare ass farts.
Yeah, he's not farting on the vent. He's farting on the metal.
I thought you meant
Wait,
he
what?
I thought you said he opened the door and then
No, I'll
think I
again. I'll
totally
read it again, word
misunderstood.
for word. Sometimes
Glinko,
when
we need
stoned,
videos.
I pull my butt cheeks apart and fart against the dryer, so the sound reverberates through the house like a fecal symphony.
That's awesome.
Oh, the dryer. I don't know what the hell. I guess my brain just went to vents. That's funny.
Is significant others wondering why there's always fucking shit stains on the side of the dryer? I think it's just rust.
Weird brown smear that looks like a Hershey kiss on the end of the dryer there.
Weird. It always happens after this person's high.
Yeah.
He lives in an apartment complex with a fucking shared washer dryer unit.
The coin one. He's at the laundromat.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, check this shit out.
Guys, I'm so fucking high.
That's funny. It's dumb as shit, but that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Once again, I know we've said this the last 2 times we've done a funny or dumb, but everything exists as a fucking Venn diagram, and this is equally funny and dumb.
Yeah,
There we
I
go,
agree.
yeah.
It's probably a little closer to dumb than our
You think
other
so?
funnier dumbs, but
I think it's
I disagree. I
funnier
think that's
if
pretty
it's-
fucking funny.
It's got to be
it's pretty
funny if
funny. It's pretty funny.
experienced. I think talking about it is less funny than actually experiencing it.
I don't know if I'd want to experience it because if the guy's like, "Hey man, follow me down to my basement where my washer and dryer sit in the corner," and
you
it's-
grab my left ass cheek and I'll grab your right.
Spread it real far.
you should check out this fecal symphony or whatever the fuck. This colonic cacophony of sound.
Oh my
How
god!
disappointed do you think he would be if he was stoned as fuck? He felt a fart coming. He spread his ass, pressed it against the dryer, and then he just got one of those
That
farts.
sucks.
All that work
Why the
Yeah.
just the dryer?
for
Is he,
nothing.
wonder if they tried the washing machine.
Have you tried the washing machine, Glinko?
Mr. and Mrs. Stinko.
That's their father's name.
Doesn't strike me as somebody who's married.
Bullshit, dude.
And if so,
that sounds like,
they're
that sounds
probably
like
married
something
to
that I would
somebody who
fucking do.
Is exactly the same as them.
Well, then good for them.
This,
'cause that's
this
fucking
definitely
awesome.
sounds like a husband. Like, hey, watch this.
Oh yeah,
Thing.
Did you
Big
text
fucking
this in,
time.
Dave?
I did not. I did not.
Mr. Stinko? Oh, you looked.
Maybe
I haven't
am
seen you and
Mr.
Mr. Stinko in the room, the same room at the same time.
I also have never seen the side of your dryer just in case. You keep it
Yeah.
covered up.
And you never will.
Odd.
That's pretty funny.
Thanks, Glinko. I'm real and funny.
I want to die. Oh, the depth of depravity. Of
if you have a
of
funny
our
or dumb-
species.
If you have a funny or dumb, just a good moment here to plug. Send us your funny or dumb moments because I love talking about this shit. 708-433-9153. You could voicemail or you could text. Leave us your name, even if it's a fake name, And Glinko, please call in to that voicemail line with a audio version, excuse me, of the Fecal Symphony. That way we can listen to it.
Try it in your vents too.
Try it in your vents. Spray it on your clothes.
Poop everywhere.
just shit all over the place.
Send it into the show. 708.
Void that
All
security
right.
deposit.
Smitty, what you got?
My question is about the internet and using the internet as a normal person. What are some assumptions that you have to make when using the internet? So, for example, when you see like a celebrity's name like trending on Twitter or wherever, you kind of have to assume one of two things happened: either they died or they raped somebody. So, like,
Mhm.
That's it.
those
That's the
are pretty
only two
much the two
things?
assumptions, huh?
Yeah, I'm not in that. I'm usually either I agree
I-
kind
who
of
died.
partially with the second part. Like
Mm.
either number one, they died, or number two, they did something really bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if rape is always the thing that
Well, I guess
pops
it's
into
not
my
always
mind.
rape. Usually, it's like sexual assault or they're getting accused of something. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
whenever I
they're
see
accused of
like
something.
anybody's name, it's always like, what is it? Let's flip the coin. Sometimes it's their birthday, and sometimes people are wishing them happy birthday.
Is it death, doon, 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 or is it rape?
Yeah. The other one is if you see like some sort of opinion article written by somebody, you can just assume that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and
Oh,
that they're
yeah,
like
all the
completely
time.
disconnected from reality.
I also assume that everybody is always out to dox me, so I never reveal anything about myself.
Yep.
I think that's a
Same.
fair assumption.
Fucking ever.
I don't really make too many assumptions about the internet, at least that I can think of at the moment. But I like back in the earlier days of the internet, like any ad or anything that popped up, you're like, oh, this is totally going to infect my computer and fuck it over. It's like, I don't even want to get anywhere near it. Like pop-ups and stuff like that. Nowadays, it's going to take me to the app store and it's going to want me to download this app.
Mhm.
I'm still like I navigate to like 4 or 5 websites and that's it. Everything
same.
else to me,
Yeah.
I feel like is just the Wild West, and it's
Yep.
going to be full of malware.
Do you ever buy stuff from like websites that are not like really well used? Like, for example, like if you're buying like a t-shirt or something, I almost always, and this is just out of habit because like of all like store sites to trust, like I trust Amazon the most just because I've used it the most. I am very apprehensive about putting any credit card information into a different website, even though Amazon probably will like have me shackled to a wall in 20 years.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
I bought a couple jackets off of like an ad that I saw on Facebook, which is probably dumb. But
That's
the only
like
reason
that. Yeah, it's very risky.
Well, the-
I'm assuming it's risky. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You're probably fine, but
the only reason why I did it was because like it lets you do it directly through PayPal, and sometimes that'll like change up like your credit card number or whatever for like online interactions, so it doesn't always it's not like it's ripping your straight up credit card number, so it can't be like reused over and over again, so at least it changes it. And there's other websites that let you do that too, if that makes sense.
I
Yeah, that
can
makes
get
sense.
that.
As a programmer, specifically like a web developer, I assume that like most of the companies out there are doing shit behind the scenes in like the worst way possible. And I mean, you can't really do anything about it. So I don't know. I just kind of go about my day anyways, but I don't know. Like I'll create an account, for example, on some site, and then I have a password manager that just does like random passwords, and they're like I usually do like 60 something characters or whatever. And sometimes I'll get to a website and they're like, you can only enter passwords up to 20 characters. And there's like a technical reason as to why they would have to do that. And it basically means like they're storing your password in a way that's insecure. And I'm like, well, I have to fucking use it because it's for my healthcare or something. So I have no choice. But
So you're telling us that we're all fucked.
yeah, pretty much. Like your data is going to get leaked at some point in the future
Hell yeah.
by half the websites you go on, probably. But
Dave's
But you
getting
know what?
doxxed.
I bet you at least 2 years after that gets leaked, all of us are gonna get a check cut for like $13.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That
I got
fucking
those.
makes it
I
worth
keep
it.
getting like little
Mhm.
tiny checks from that. What was it? The Facebook biometric lawsuit. So that's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Oh, dude, my wife and I just got a form to fill out in the mail for a IKEA class action lawsuit. If you bought anything from IKEA between like 2018 and 2020,
Mhm.
which we certainly fucking did.
Oh, I think I
Yeah.
did too.
Well, then you might have one of these that needs to go to your
And you
address
might
too.
be entitled
They
to
find like
financial
lead
compensation.
in the hardware or something.
No, they were printing receipts, and usually the receipt will be printed with just the last 4 digits of your credit card number. They were printing receipts with
Ooh,
your
no.
entire credit card number on it.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Oh, lovely.
Fuck.
So
and I'm totally not like, I don't check that shit. I just crumple it up and throw it away.
Nobody
Exactly.
checks that shit.
Or you trust them to throw it away. They're like, do you want your receipt? You're like, fuck no. But it's IKEA, so you always want your receipt because that shit's like always halfway damaged.
yeah,
I don't have, I would have used I was kind of like dumb and I always use like a certain debit card at the time and like never use a credit card to like rack up rewards miles and stuff. So it's nice to know that when I went to IKEA at that time, I don't have that card anymore. So that's cool.
I also don't have that same card, but nevertheless, I am waiting on. I think they said like $60 per person.
Damn.
So it's between my
Oh,
wife
yeah.
and I. That's $120
That's pretty
in
sick.
like 2 years.
You can buy a lot of IKEA furniture. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You could buy like one thing.
You can buy
now.
a really nice chair.
You could buy some dowels.
Hell yeah!
Buy an ottoman with.
I could buy
$120.
I could buy the sleeve that you stuff the pillow in, but not the pillow.
Fucking bullshit.
But
I
yeah,
also
stuff,
assume-
stuff like that, Smitty. Like it's the same way with me, where I shop pretty much exclusively on Amazon. My wife will occasionally buy stuff from artists on Etsy and I think Society6, which I know are both
I've
pretty
done
well
that.
trusted.
I was
Um,
like when I first used Etsy like a couple of years ago, which I know Etsy's not been around like that long. It's been around like long enough to be established, but like the first time buying something off of Etsy, I was very like, fuck, I'm gonna get my data stolen immediately, aren't I?
I was like that too.
Yeah. I mean, there's really
Even
no way
off,
to know because, like, you can get scam artists who build like a really nice looking website. There's like,
Oh, yeah.
there's absolutely like no way to know unless you're like really discerning.
Even things like eBay. I know eBay is very trusted as a website, but
Mhm.
what's not trusted is the sellers themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I never want to fucking buy or bid on anything on eBay because number one, you don't know if the seller sucks, and number two, if the seller has good reviews, you don't know that those aren't fake inflated reviews.
Right.
That's true.
And I'm pretty sure even Amazon got caught doing that pretty recently too, where it's just flooded with a bunch of fake 5-star reviews for a lot of their Amazon Basics products and shit.
Yeah. You hear about it in the news every so often, like a website will get caught doing that. Or like even like restaurants will get caught doing that shit on Yelp or whatever. Which like are there actually laws against that?
I don't know.
Maybe some consumer protection thing.
I
don't
imagine
know.
so.
Highly
but, like,
doubtful.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't
But
imagine
I
there's
don't
like
know.
anything because that shit hasn't been updated for like 15 years. So
Mm.
who knows?
What other fucking assumptions? I assume that everyone else is an idiot.
Always.
I assume
Um,
whenever I see a video that's like that ends with a question mark, the answer is always no. Be like, was Elvis actually Muslim? Question mark?
Oh shit,
No.
was he?
No, he wasn't.
Oh fuck.
There's like a law about that, like an internet law.
Is there?
Yeah, it's like if a title ends, if it's like a yes or no question for the title, the answer is always no. It's pretty accurate most of the
For a
time, I feel
while,
like.
I assumed it's probably like 2008, 2009, like early but mid-early YouTube time. I assumed that every video was going to end in a jump scare.
Dude,
What
yeah.
a prime time to grow up.
The fucking Mazda, the Zoom commercial,
Yeah,
the pick a what was it? Find the differences or whatever in the picture, and the dude jumps
Yeah.
out.
Dude,
Or
my
with the
fucking
maze
dad got
with
me
your-
with that fucking thing.
Like your cursor.
My uncle got me with that one.
Yep.
My first exposure to fucking jump scare. I was
Yep.
2004, 2005. It was pre-YouTube, back when my dad was just getting emails set to his AOL. It was like forward, watch this shit.
Oh my
Um,
god, fucking core memories right there. man.
And then, he must have experienced it. And then he calls me in and he sits me down on the chair and he goes, yeah, you got to look real close. So my face was fucking inches away from the
Yep.
screen. And then it just, my dad had turned the volume like all the way up. So it like
Yeah.
screamed at me and shit.
It's always like the face of the
Oh,
chick
God.
from like The Ring or something.
Mhm.
The Ring or The Exorcist, one
Yeah,
of those
one
two.
of-
Yeah.
One of the other things that I assume now is anytime I pull up a YouTube video and somebody's making like the whatever, what's the stupid fucking face? The
The soy
Like
face.
the I
Yeah.
can't believe it face.
Yes.
You like covers,
Mouth
you
open.
cover your face up with your hand a little bit.
yeah, like okay,
Duck face.
yeah, like any of that shit. I
not a
just
duck
assume
face.
that they're a piece of shit, which is ironic because I drew that into some of our artwork. But ironically,
You see, like on Twitter, like the Wojak thing, where it's like the two guys like pointing at something.
yes, I hate that
and
shit.
they
Yeah.
got their mouths open. They're like,
Yeah.
like that shit.
Anybody who makes that face in a YouTube video, I just assume it's fucking garbage.
There's like, so I don't know how much you guys know about like big YouTubers, but like I've watched like videos by like YouTubers who are like getting kind of bigger, and they talk about like YouTube has like classes for YouTubers
Yeah,
so that they can, learn how to use the website more efficiently. And something they talk about is the fucking thumbnails with the stupid ass face. That's on purpose because human brains are drawn to pictures of people's faces,
yeah.
Mhm.
and especially faces that are looking excited. So like that's all by design.
Oh, I know that,
Yeah.
but I still fucking hate it.
Oh yeah, I hate it too. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
cool. I'm just saying like there's got to be some people who like know it looks absolutely stupid and they just do it because it draws attention.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it has the intended reaction, Smitty, which is you see the face and you click on it.
Mhm.
But there's going to be a smaller minority that has the opposite reaction, where they see it and they know it's made for bait.
Right.
All marketing, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Am
Whenever
you fucking
somebody-
satisfied?
I was gonna say one more thing is like whenever somebody
Okay.
like replies to you on Twitter with like a bunch of laughing emojis, they're probably not laughing in real life. They're probably actually really mad.
Most times I've replied with a laughing emoji or an LOL. I've never laughed.
Yeah.
The internal
Yeah.
chuckle.
Yeah, I just do the Rico. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The exhale.
Yep.
Are you
Anyway, I'm
satisfied now?
satisfied. We can move on. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Rico, pull one out of your pile there.
All right, number 2 on the meta list. So,
So
this
the bottom of the Mel list.
that one's been on the bottom of the meta list since episode 1,
It's-
and it probably will never be asked. I'm probably going to delete it. So this
Don't
one's
you
inspired
fucking
by my
dare.
kid.
Do not fucking delete
All right,
that
I'll-
shit, dog.
I'll
Ask
leave-
ask it post
I'll leave it
theme
on
at the very
there.
least.
I'll leave it on there.
You never delete. Never retreat.
I mean, the thing is, if I delete it, I'll probably forget about it, and then I'll add it again later on. And it's still not gonna be. So
It's not like we're getting
Um,
smarter as people doing this podcast.
yeah, learning a lot about ourselves. All right, so this one's inspired by my kid. He's been doing this for a while now, but he's doing it more often. He's grabbing his feet and putting his toes in his mouth
Ugh.
like a little Quentin Tarantino. So I'm wondering, how would your life change or improve if you were a contortionist?
Not fucking at all.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
at all.
Not at all?
I'm still
No.
kind of too fat. I mean, I might be able to like wash the center of my back a little bit better or something.
Yeah.
But, like I
too
could,
fat to get benefits from being a contortionist.
yeah. I mean, I've recently lost
the
the
answer
weight.
I was
but-
expecting.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just,
don't
I'm
fucking
thinking
know.
about,
I
like,
can I can still bend over and tie my shoes, so I don't think I'm like that fucked up. But what benefit am I really gonna have from being able to bend over backwards and touch my head to my toes, so I could suck
don't
on
know,
my
could you,
toes
like-
when I want?
Well,
sex
yeah, I
stuff,
guess,
probably.
but could you like
Suck stuff.
squeeze in anywhere cool or? I don't know.
You know, actually, Rico, that'd probably help with when I play hide and seek with our niece and nephew, because
Mm.
I'm not
You can
space
suck on your toes.
space efficient. Yeah, so it'd be nice to be able to fold myself
There-
up in the closet.
there he
and
is.
suck my toes.
Not space efficient.
He's
That's
sucking
a
on his
different-
toes under
that's
the
a
table.
different way to
Uncle
put-
Scott
say I'm
sucking
fat.
on his toes again.
Yeah, he's always over
Just like a
there.
little Quentin Tarantino.
Exactly. I don't know why he does it. We can hear him from three rooms over.
You have to hear me go to bend over first and motherfucker.
I'm like
Just
deeply
the moaning of like,
Got fucking drool all over my face.
got
Oh,
me
you
on that
found
time.
me.
then when you
Oh.
unfold, you go like,
Rico, what the fuck am I gonna do if I can contort, man? I've got
That's
my,
what I'm
I've got
asking
my,
you,
I've
bud.
got my whole ass life not contorting. I've never developed hobbies that require contorting. I don't know what the fuck I would do.
Probably because you couldn't contort.
It's just a fucking
I don't
party
know
trick
what I
at
would
this
do.
point. Be like, hey, you want to see me bend over backwards for no fucking reason?
Yeah,
Here it
right.
is. Want
Let
to
me
see
get
me
on my,
suck my
let me get my
toes?
on my fucking
"Wanna see me
Zoom
kiss
calls.
my own ass?"
Yeah. Get on my Zoom calls like, hey, your last month fucking revenue sucked ass, but watch this. I could suck my toes.
It's all just so you
You-
could suck your toes
I-
in more
I
fun
bet that might work.
positions.
You mentioned something about like any places you want to squeeze in, but like
Yeah.
I'm claustrophobic, so like this power is wasted on
Yeah,
me.
I'm gonna see if I can contort and stand in between my fridge and stove for no reason.
Yeah.
That's probably all it would be. It'd be a fucking parlor trick. It's like, hey, well, maybe I can get in here.
And it
Try it
could
out.
probably actually help to clean a little bit. I could be like, I can finally get behind the stove without having to move it because I can contort, and then I can suck my toes later.
What I've got like one leg like wrapped around my neck, and the other I'm like hopping around the kitchen with while I'm putting mayonnaise on a piece of bread. Cool, great.
Think it would
Your
help with
wife's gonna
sex
want
stuff?
that dick harder than
No,
ever.
not even a little bit.
All right.
There's an
Sex
episode of
stuff would be cool.
Seinfeld. There's an episode of Seinfeld where Jerry dates a gymnast, and like everybody on the show is like implying like Jerry, it's like it's gonna be cool. She's a gymnast. Think of all the weird shit she can do in bed.
Mhm.
And then he has sex with her, and it's just like totally normal. That's
She's
what it
Yeah.
would
using
be
her
like.
powers for good.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck are you gonna? I don't understand. Like obviously that was the joke, right? The sex was totally normal.
Right?
It's like cool. She could throw her legs behind her head. It's like
Yeah.
it's still just you're still just fucking a vagina.
yeah. Hopefully.
That the vagina doesn't change.
Yeah.
The angles change though. I would assume.
It would just like fold her up into a box and then just hold the cardboard box, so you're fucking the cardboard box.
Maybe.
Wait,
Also,
what?
it's not like contortion. It's not like I could use that to make money. Contortionists are like fucking street performers that work for tips.
Yeah.
I'd still be poor as shit, so I'd just keep my day job.
You'd still be on the streets of Boulder on the weekends, just sucking your toes in public, and hopefully somebody tosses you their pocket change.
I'm gonna
Can't
pay
fucking
you
think of a
$2
single-
to stop moaning in public, Dave.
I can't think of a single situation where I'd be like, it'd be nice to be able to fold my fucking leg over my head.
Man, I should have moved this question up to decent.
Yeah.
Some of the best engagement I've gotten.
With
The only good use of being a contortionist is sucking your own dick.
toes.
And even
dude.
Now
that
you're talking.
feels more, from what I've heard,
Censor
I'm
that.
too fat to do this.
Make it toes.
Huh?
You could probably also give yourself a foot job.
You could.
True.
Would that feel more like getting your dick rubbed by feet or just rubbing a dick with feet? Because
don't
from what I've read
know.
on the internet, sucking your own dick feels more like sucking a dick than getting your dick sucked.
Okay, win-win.
Right. Like if you're into either end of that, it's fine. But this seems like a lot of effort for something that might
So
not be all that much fun if you want to, like, if you don't really want to be folded up to begin with.
Rico, this is your fucking question. What did you have in mind?
Yeah.
I don't have shit.
What was it? Where that bullshit, Rico? Bullshit. Where obviously something happened to where your brain was like, "Oh, what about this?" So what was
Yeah.
that?
My son
was the
sucking on his
context?
My son
toes.
was sucking on his toes, and I was wondering what
Oh,
would
shit,
the boys
that's
think
right.
about this.
Oh, that was the context.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck me.
Yeah.
Then why wasn't your question? Hey, if you guys
It was
could,
in an
would you suck
airport.
on your toes?
If you don't say I was at an airport, I just don't hear it.
Has your son not figured out that like feet are fucking disgusting? It
Hey, man,
should
I
not
don't
be
know.
in
He's
his
not shame
mouth.
that shit yet.
I don't know. He's less than like 6 months old. So
Why have
probably
you not taught him the value of shame yet?
Does he not know about
I'm
bacteria?
working on it.
Does he not know about disease, Rico? Come on, man.
Yeah, germs is next month.
You spray, spray him with a squirt bottle every time he puts his toes in his mouth. Like, no,
Smack him with a newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Month 7 is bacteria and economics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Month 8, you're teaching about Plato's allegory of the cave and how a car works. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Dave.
Stupid.
It was just a fun
dumb.
combination of those two
Yeah.
things.
Okay, son.
Rico,
This
how
is how an internal combustion engine works. And also, here's what happened in Greece.
Take your foot out of your mouth. This is important.
how long are you
Need
gonna
your
let
full
him suck on his
attention.
toes for?
Huh?
How long are you gonna let him suck on his toes for before you're like, okay, come on, seriously?
I don't know. It's a good question. If he's still doing it when he's like 6, it might be a little bit time to.
6.
Is he walking
No, I
yet,
don't know.
Rico?
No,
That's why he's sucking on his toes, because he's not using his feet.
I know. Little
What a
fucking
lazy child you have.
nerd.
Just wants to live in his parents' basement.
We
He leaves his
bed,
6-month-old fucking kid in his
laying around,
basement.
doesn't have a job.
Degenerate.
Just
Sucking on his
sucking
toes.
toes.
You got a need
You have like
for a
a-
child, Rico.
Huh?
I need to get off the internet.
Yeah, I've never heard that
I
before.
don't know what the hell you're
Damn it.
talking about, Smitty.
Smitty, what is the
I was
word?
just thinking
what-
of
what's the term
Neat,
ship mean?
NEET, no
Yeah.
education, employment, or training.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's definitely a neat.
Yeah,
so a basement dweller.
yeah.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Where's your
What?
child fall on the political spectrum, Rico?
I don't know. We'll find out if I have to disown him or not.
Give him the compass test. See how he falls.
I should give him that autism test.
Rico's baby is Authorite.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, fucking Rico.
I don't. fucking
I
know
wouldn't
either.
change shit, dude.
There'd be no fucking reason to.
I might be able.
I'd,
to,
prob-
like,
I'd probably
put
be able to
stuff on lower
stretch
shelves and
better.
Feel okay about it. Yeah, stretching
What'd
better.
you say?
I'd be able to stretch better.
See,
Smitty,
I still
What'd you say, Smitty?
Like I was thinking of like you can put stuff on lower shelves because like we've got like a couple of cabinets in our
Dude,
kitchen
you
that
not
I
have
avoid
knees
using.
you can bend with.
Yeah, right.
I do, but like
Yeah, but you can bend them backwards and not have to go down as
Right.
far.
You could look like a fucking ATST, dude.
mm.
I can just walk on all fours. How
My
about that?
arms behind my back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck this.
Good
Yeah,
shit.
are-
I'm satisfied as
Are you
hell.
satisfied enough with that shit?
Maybe wipe my own
Yeah.
ass with my foot.
Gross.
That's
Sucking your toes would be
probably
nasty.
the shit I would try to do. I would try it once just to say I fucking did it.
You
I
wouldn't
would
have to
just,
use
like-
your hands to spread your ass cheeks on the dryer. Use your feet.
Or you could just use your flexible cheeks.
You probably
That's
you-
true.
You could probably try and figure out like how to put like a fork in between your toes and like feed yourself with your feet, so you could like play video games or something while you're eating.
See,
Mm-hmm.
increase productivity.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
They'd
That's
probably
all the
give you
market cares
another
about.
keyboard to type on at work. Use your feet too, same time.
Keyboard be covered in slobber.
No
Mhm.
pay raise though.
Yeah, because you're sucking your toes and then using those toes to type.
Yeah.
Be a slobbery keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Can I move into my outro, Rico?
Yeah, please.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm assuming you liked what you heard there. And because you did, here's what you need to do for us.
Especially you,
Number one.
Stinko.
Glinko, especially you, leave us a rating on your podcast directory of choice, whether that's Spotify, Samsung, Overcast, Pocket Casts, Stitcher, fucking the rest of them. click that little star button. All those apps have it. Let us know what you think. Again, that number, 708-433-9153. It's in the show notes. You could use that to leave us a voicemail or a text message. Let us know what questions you have, or if you have your own funny or dumb moment. Again, leave us a goddamn name. Otherwise, y'all are all going to be Glinko Stinko. Every single one of you. Follow us on our socials.
Names for everybody.
At ImpQuestionsPDC on Twitter. r/ImportantQuestionsPod on Reddit. And the Important Questions Podcast on Instagram. And then finally, and most importantly here, I'm checking the schedule here. I believe it is the 18th of April when this episode is going to drop. So happy April 18th to you all. Enjoy your 420s. Get fucking blazed to shit. A week from today will be April 25th, which is the last Tuesday of the month. Now, this is super important because if you're not a $1 Patreon donor, next week you ain't going to get shit. The whole week's going to go by and ain't nothing going to happen. But if you donate $1 on Patreon, then you still get to hear us on April 25th.
Ooh, that sounds exciting.
It is super fucking exciting. And we'll throw in like maybe a 30-second snippet of the show pre-episode for one of these two, so you get like a little funny moment there. Listen to it just in case you want a little taste,
Little tease.
just a little taste. But again, that's a 30-second taste out of like an hour-long fucking episode. So
Do boners get access to previous boner content?
it is
When
a
you
$1
subscribe?
per content creation, my good sir.
Okay.
So they
Interesting.
can't rip us off.
No ripping us off. You got to donate $1 per month.
Fuck yeah.
$1 per month. That's
That
fucking
sounds-
nothing, man.
That sounds fair. That's super fair. That's easy to do.
Yo, for real talk, I know the federal minimum wage is $7.25. I have never seen a job, at least in the last like 2 years, pay $7.25. Most places now are wearing $15 an hour as a badge of honor, which number one, that's still poverty wages, so fuck those guys. Number two, the whole point of that being, if you're making $15 an hour, you're spending 45 minutes of your work time to get a full year of bonus episodes of the Important Questions. Which, I mean, that's super fucking cool.
That's worth it. That's a good value. That's a good deal.
That is a great value
As
and a great
little
deal.
as $1. You can be more generous, but we're not forcing you.
That's true. Any final thoughts, boys?
No, I just need to log off so I can
Nope.
fold up and suck my toes.
Yes, sir. All right. We will see you if you are a boner next week. If you are not donating to us, then fuck you guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks. See ya.
Dave, you can relate to this because you've told me something
You're a piece
similar.
of dog shit.
Fuck you, Dave. You've told me something is similar, but probably not to this degree has happened. So
Okay.
I have 2 dogs, right? You guys have heard them in the background because they're loud as shit and they're big. We would usually put like blankets and stuff in their crates, like during the day, because they're in there for most of the day. One of my dogs, she ripped up one of the blankets, and it was like I don't know what kind of material it was, like it's like really soft, but she ripped it up into like strips and she ate it. Like not the entire blanket, but she ate like big parts of it. I didn't know this until she like yarked up a fucking huge chunk of blanket in our kitchen with like some of her food, and it was like a good sized chunk. It was about the size of my fist, and she's a big dog, so it's not like super worrying, but it's like, we should probably watch that, keep an eye on that. We took her for a walk a couple of days ago, my wife and I, with our other dog, and when the blanket eating dog squatted down to take a shit, she shit a blanket, like a strip of blanket, and that poor dog, it was just like hanging out of her ass.
Oh.
And so my wife had to get a dog bag and go and pull it out.
She start up like a lawnmower.
No, but my dog was trotting a lot more happily on that walk.
I know.
So
Strangely enough, my dog has been in a much better mood since that.